So, I didn't really have a plan for today. I knew, obviously, I had my flight and I had to check into my accommodation, which I've done. And hopefully, the apartment tour was decent enough to show you that this place is absolutely lovely. I'm at the accommodation, and it is gorgeous. Anything is it's a loft bed, so like it's not the easiest to get in and out of. Bathroom is gorgeous though. I knew I needed to get something to eat because I have been nauseous as all hell since the flight. I'm putting it down to anxiety. Luckily, that's mostly passed. I'm still a bit nauseous, but I think by the end of this day, it should be gone completely, hopefully. So I just decided to go walking, really. I needed to go get food, so I literally walked out and stopped in the first place I saw. They had so much nice patisserie stuff in there, but because of the nausea, I couldn't bring myself to eat something sweet, so I had something savory. Really nice, though, so I'm not going to complain. And then I just went walking. I looked on Google Maps to see what kind of like things are interesting around. I found this it's like a park sort of, but the architecture was really cool. Don't think I filmed much of it, to be fair. And then I went to this villa, and I'm going to put the name on the screen because, again, my Italian is dreadful. The thing that's making this suck is I broke my toe earlier this year, and it had healed, but then because I'm an idiot, rolled over the broken toe with a heavy caging work, and it's absolutely killing me again. So I'm walking everywhere with probably a broken toe, which is really pleasant. I do actually have a plan for the rest of the evening. I'm going to watch a film because I'm partaking in Hooptober, which is a annual horror movie challenge on Letterboxd. So I'll watch a film, then I'm gonna find somewhere to have food, and then this evening I'm actually going to a Serie A game. Gonna go to San Siro, which is one of my bucket list stadiums. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be AC Milan versus Bologna. Probably not gonna take my camera because I'm not sure they'll be particularly happy about me taking the camera in, but I'll try and film some stuff on my phone.
What's funny is I was going to come on here and say that this was a really bad game of football, and it was, up until a certain magician popped up.
Normally I'd put a bit more effort into the camera pieces, but it's currently like 25 to 1. I've been awake since 4 a.m. on about 3 hours sleep. I've done about 23,000 steps, and my toe is swollen as fuck. Oops. But it was a fun day, and I guess we'll see when I get up to it tomorrow.
Morning. It's actually closer to 11. I let myself sleep in this morning because I was fucking tired. So realistically in this weather, I would prefer to wear what I wore yesterday, which is shorts and a vest top. But today I'm going to the Milan Cathedral and reading up on like the restrictions and stuff. They're very strict about covering shoulders and legs, which means I actually have to wear clothes. The earliest I could get in the cathedral is 12:30. So I'm probably just going to hop on the metro pretty soon and check out the piazza and the surrounding area. And then we'll do the Duomo. I've paid for access to the cathedral itself and the terrace via the stairs. After that, I want to go check out the Bone Church. Again, I'll put the actual name on the screen. That's just what I've seen it referred to as casually online, because that sounds goth as fuck. So I want to check that out. And I think there's a part of me that wants to go try and find an electronics store, because what I didn't realize before traveling is that Italy has multiple different plug sockets. Going to the Duomo was... it's really hard to put into words. I'm not religious. I probably never will be religious. But there was something about the Duomo that made me emotional. Maybe it was the grandeur of the whole thing, the scale of the actual cathedral, or the artistry. I don't know. There was just something about it where I was almost moved to tears. And when I left, I had to sit down for a good 10-15 minutes to kind of like reset, I guess. It's such a weird experience, but it's such a beautiful building. I went to check out the Bone Church, and again, never really been that morbid into like bodies and stuff. But yeah, that was really cool. Seeing all the skulls and all that was really cool. And a little supermarket sweep. I do find it interesting going into supermarkets in different countries just to see how much overlap there is and what kind of interesting stuff you've got. Got myself a little haul, which will be enough to get me through these next 2 days. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for today, at least in terms of adventuring. I'm going to watch a film, then find somewhere to go for dinner, and probably call it a day. Today I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. It's kind of my last full proper day. I mean, I'll have a decent amount of time tomorrow, but I've got to be out of the apartment early. So I'll be dragging around luggage, which means I'm not going to want to do a whole lot. So in theory, I want to go to this park because the park's quite big. It's got some interesting stuff there, including the castle, and there's a few bar, cafe, restaurants. So I could spend quite a few hours there easily. And it kind of appeals to me today because I'm not going to lie, towards the end of yesterday, walking became quite challenging. Just getting to and from dinner, which was only like a 5-10 minute walk, was excruciating in terms of pain. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it. I don't want to waste my last day, so I would like to do something. I did want to go somewhere nice / fancy for my final meal here. I put in a reservation last night, but I did it quite late, and I haven't heard from them this morning, so I'm not sure what's going on with that either. So I've just sat here checking my emails, looking for reservation details and all that, and then I get this one, and like, I knew System of a Down were touring, and I knew there was going to be a pre-sale on Thursday, but I didn't assume there was going to be one today when I'm not going to be at my laptop. So that's good. You know, I'm running out of interesting ways to frame use the camera pieces. Good thing this is the last day of it. And I checked out that park, and it was a castle, which is cool. Then went to see that big arch, the Arch of Peace. I'm pretty sure is the English translation. Really, I did actually. So what I did was when I left the apartment, I just started walking. I didn't really have anywhere in mind. I just started walking down some streets just to see what I could find. Got really confused by the S lines because it's not part of the subway system. So I don't think you can do tap and go. But the information I could find online was mixed. So I just walked a bit further so I could jump on the metro. I could hear back from the restaurant that I booked last night. And that's where I'll be going for dinner. It's I mean, it's fancy compared to what I'm used to, I guess. I'm not going to say it's like fucking Michelin star tasting menu stuff, but it sounds really nice. So I'm excited. I packed all my shit earlier, so I am just going to chill out till dinner and then chill out afterwards.
Welcome to the hell we're living in. At the ending of the world we're witnessing. You can cry for
just going to recap dinner. It was ridiculously good. So I had the risotto alla Milanese, I think that's how you say it, which is something I've wanted to try since coming here, because I would like to make it a thing that if I'm traveling, to try a regional dish. I don't think it was exactly the regional dish, because I think it's normally served with bone marrow, veal, one or both, I can't remember. And then after that, I had a sea bass. It was like sat on a bed of like carrot and ginger, something kind of like a mash, sort of. And I also had mashed potatoes with freshly grated truffles, which is a first for me. I've never had fresh grated truffles because I think it's spenny, but that was just divine. And I ended it with a tiramisu because I had to. I would like deeply appreciate the people of this lovely city for bearing with me, because I did try to learn Italian, and like I knew sort of key phrases, but my confidence just completely left me, and it's made me feel a bit like a dick because I'm making them speak what's like their second language, whereas I can I can barely speak my first language. But my waitress tonight was lovely. I honestly, I was really grateful. Not gonna lie though, with the final note, I am feeling somewhat emotional for the obvious reason of like this is an escape. It was nice getting away from the life I'm used to, doing something different, and just being away from it all. But then also for me, it's something a bit deeper because, like, again, it might not seem that big of a deal because I'm 27, but this is the first time I've had a holiday as an adult, and to do it solo is terrifying. Like everybody I spoke to was like, "You sure?" kind of thing. But I don't know. I just spent so much of my like late teens, early 20s being like, "I'm settled. This is the life I want." And looking back, I don't think it was contentment or happiness. It was fear. I was in my comfort zone. I didn't want to leave it because it was comfortable. But then you go through shit. You lose people and you grow as a person because of the loss, and it's not a pleasant thing. And instead of lashing out, you turn that anger into motivation, which is what I did. Because I was like, fuck it, I'm tired of waiting for other people to do the things I want to do. It's like after COVID, I didn't want to miss gigs, so I started going by myself, which is, again, not a big deal, but it was for me. Taking myself out for dinner, coffee, whatever, just doing stuff by myself. And this is, I didn't think this was possible for me. Like, I'd only done a solo trip to London for the first time this year. So the fact that I've gone from that, which scared the hell out of me, to traveling to a foreign country by myself is insane for me. And yeah, it's quite the accomplishment. I'm proud of myself, and you won't often hear me say that. I'm probably my own biggest critic, as anybody who's close to me knows. But yeah, I'm proud of myself, and that's I'm gonna call it time on my third day. I've still got a decent amount of time tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna be low key because I'm gonna have to carry my luggage around. But for today, I'm just gonna get out these clothes because I am dying from the metro.